Welcome to Valerie's Real Talk podcast. My name is Valerie Smith, and I'm your host. Today is episode 40, and I am excited because I started my podcast last year, September 27th of 2023. I mean, when I think about what took me so long, it took me 3 years to start my podcast. And I said one day, enough is enough. I'm going to start it. And I did. And what I'm going to speak to you is on how to lead yourself. How to lead yourself is not by your title. It's by your values, what you believe in, what you take action over. Sometimes, you look at famous people and you think they just got it like that. No, they had to get up early in the morning. They had to practice. It could be an athlete. It could be a musician. It could be an author. It could be a speaker, a singer, any one of those things. Doctors, lawyers. Sometimes you have to take those sacrifices to get up early, to show up, and then the results will come. And people want to be like you. And they say, I don't know how you find the time to do all of this, but I want to be like you. People will say it. And believe me, you'll see what it means to lead yourself. I always believe in organization and time management. In order to lead yourself, you need to know where you're going. You don't want to be that person all over the place. You want to spend that time wisely because, one, you cannot get time back. You cannot get it back. That's what it means to lead yourself. You're leading not just yourself, you're leading with your time. You're leading with your values. You're not your title. You are an individual with special gifts that needs to be shared with the world, even if you're working. Anything that you're great at can be shared anywhere. And that's why you want to have autonomy over your life. Because when you take ownership over your life, you're leading your life. Now, people will say, oh, you're too much into yourself. No, don't believe that. You're not too much into yourself. You're leading yourself. You putting yourself on a pedestal that your time matters. Your work ethic matters. What you believe in matters. That's what it means to lead your life. If you love to read at a certain time, and because someone wants your time, you say, I'm sorry. I'm reading. I'm studying. Because why? You set the boundaries to lead your life. Many people don't lead their lives that way. They drop everything for everybody. They want to be everything to everybody, and they wonder why they're stressed out. I had to learn long time ago that people really want to help you, and you can help lead those individuals. When they say, do you need any help? And you say, no, I don't need no help, and you want to do it all. But however, remember, people want to help you, even though you're leading your lives. But when you lead your life, you do set those boundaries when you do have people work with you, and you let them know, okay, this is how we're going to work together. This is how we're going to do such and such a thing. That way there's clarity. There's effective communication. If a problem shall arise, they feel comfortable coming to you because why? You set the tone. That's what it means to lead yourself. If we're not leading ourselves, everything is all over the place. And I'm pretty sure you've been in a company meeting and you wonder why you're in that meeting, because everybody's talking over each other. There's no agenda. The leader of the meeting did not set the tone. If we're not setting the tone for the meeting, how are we leading ourselves? Everything reflects on leadership. I remember listening to John C. Maxwell when he said, everything rises and falls on leadership. Because why? Leaders have to show people, not tell them. Leaders need to lead themselves and not be egotistic about their title. You have to be the representation of leadership, of leading yourself, and everyone will follow. Because why? They see something of essence, of value, or how you carry yourself, the work ethic that you have, and how you speak to your team, and then the higher ups. It's very important even when you're with your family. How do you speak to your family? How do you show up for your family? Are you leading by example? When you say you're going to do a thing, do you do it? That's leading yourself effectively. I'm going to give you some homework. Yes, get out your journal, get out that piece of paper, wherever you are in the world. I want you to write down, what are you known for by people? That they value you when you take ownership. I want you to write it all down. It could be 1, 5, 10, whatever it is that people come to you for. And then I want you to think about, when was there a time before you knew you were leading yourself? When was it a time that you were all over the place? You weren't even thinking about putting together a calendar or time blocking to really hone in, to focus on leading yourself, because you were so busy working on everybody else but yourself. And it's very important that you look at both of these. What you're known for when you're leading yourself, and then when you are off track doing everything else but setting time for you to add value to your life, to lead yourself, to bring out the values, to pour into others. But first, you got to pour into yourself, and you have to lead yourself. What's important? Maybe it's self-care. Maybe it's that mental break that you need. Going to the gym, eating right, practicing mindfulness. I'm just listing a couple things that I like. However, I'm known for lifelong learning. I believe in developing my skills. I believe that if you don't develop your skills, you'll be behind. I love leadership. I love training leaders. And I add value to those leaders. I want you to think about yourself. I want you to write down what you're known for, and when was it a time that you were distracted and you really didn't understand why you weren't getting the results. Because why? You were putting others before you and you weren't developing yourself. Think about those two things, and it's going to make your life different. You're going to live your life, you're going to lead your life, and you're going to know the importance of who you are and why you will be, or you are right now, a great leader of your own life. I want to say thank you for joining me today for Valerie's Real Talk podcast. Continue leading your life, and I look forward to seeing you next week for episode 41.